Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Poppy to make her coming move. Meanwhile, what will Luna do with her newfound freedom? Eric and Ridge to put on the pressure. Eric thinks that the real Carter is still in there. Plus, with Daphne making progress with Carter, it seems a LLC reversal is coming up ahead. Eric and Ridge might indeed put further pressure on Carter. Ridge might use the fellowship angle, anything to get the company back. Still, also what does that mean for Hope? Now, Carter is a really nice Joe, and no matter how mean Hope is to him, if Carter decides to return the company. So, Carter might negotiate on behalf of Hope. Say farewell to Carter. It seems Carter and Daphne are going to get together at some point. Steffi has a real problem on her hands. With Luna being pardoned, she's now a free woman. So, Luna will want to reconnect with Finn. While Finn has told Luna that she boggled two people and boxed his woman. He'll also feel a responsibility towards her. It won't be long before Finn is tempted to get to know Luna as a father rather than a distant kinsman. That will, of course, shoot Steffi reeling. It seems that Shin might not be suitable to overcome this new challenge. Over with Poppy, she easily survives Lee's strangling session. Now that Lee has dropped the Luna lemon, Poppy will presumably head to Bill's manse next. How will Luna reply to seeing her mama after all this time, and now that she knows the verity about her bio-pater? Back to Lee, she'll probably want Poppy penalized. At some point, will Jack return? Jack will need to learn about what happened to Finn ultimately. There's also the Sheila Carter factor to consider. When will Sheila learn about her relation to Luna, and how will she handle predatorous Poppy? Steffi may have to ask herself an important question soon. Steffi may find herself wondering if she'd be happier without Finn and all the drama he brings to the table. At some point, Steffi may decide she just can't take this presently. It was hard enough for Steffi to get once all the Sheila chaos, but now further of Finn's family issues are erupting through his natural connection to Luna. Of course, Steffi is concerned about her own safety as well as the safety of the children. That'll remain a factor moving forward, but this is also just about how numerous connubial challenges this B&B couple can actually repel. Steffi and Finn have been suitable to overcome the obstacles so far, but could Luna be the one problem that eventually breaks them? It's clear that Steffi expects Finn to cut off all contact with Luna, but there wouldn't be important of a story if he did that. Finn can't just forget Luna exists or that they partake a father-son bond, no matter how important pressure Steffi puts on him. There's formerly a rift that could grow wider and eventually bring the end of Steffi's marriage to Finn. Still, will Steffi find that she's happier without Finn and all the family agonies he's been bringing to her life? If that happens, Steffi obviously still loves Finn and will struggle to get over him if they part ways. It'll be tough to close this chapter, but part of Steffi may be relieved if she calls it quits. That said, another part of Steffi may be miserable, and it's that part of Steffi who could potentially have a change of heart down the line. Commodity tells us Steffi and Finn won't be over for good if they do resolve over Luna. In the end, Finn and Steffi may face a long romantic road where they struggle to live with or without each other. Although Steffi's loved bones may make prognostications about her being better off without Finn, she could have her dubieties about that in time. Steffi may have to make some updates to her way of thinking, so we'll bring you more news on her romantic future with Finn. Bill threw Luna out while Steffi pushed Finn to make sure his son was locked back over. Poppy nearly passed out as Lee choked her against the wall. Lee eventually released Poppy from her grasp, so Poppy coughed and driveled as she tried to catch her breath. Despite Poppy's attempt to explain what happened with Finn that night, Lee allowed. The whole thing was disgusting. Now that Lee had updates on all the rearmost Finn and Luna news, she easily wanted nothing to do with Poppy. In the end, Lee called Poppy a horrible human being and told her to get out of her life. After Lee advised her to no way come back, she declared that Poppy was her family. At the Spencer manse, Deputy Chief Bradley claimed Luna had been officially pardoned, but he'd be keeping a veritably close eye on her from now on. Still, Baker made a vaticination about her wharf back in captivity, if Luna slipped up and committed further crimes. After Baker left with the officer he brought along, Bill ordered everyone differently out, too. Ridge, Taylor, Steffi, and Finn all had to leave, though Finn stopped to give Luna one last look from the doorway. Once Bill was alone with Luna, he confessed to being behind her amnesty and told her not to make him lament it. Luna offered a clinch and her gratefulness to Bill, who eventually said she could stay there presently. Luna understood and remained thankful for everything Bill had done to give her alternate chance. Bill pushed Luna to be gone by the time he got back from his meeting. Once Bill stepped out, Luna reflected on eventually chancing her father and refused to lose Finn now. At Il Giardino, Sheila set up Deacon deep in study as she approached him. Cleric admitted that whenever he saw Poppy, he allowed of Luna and what she did to Tom along with Hollis. There was also some talk about what Luna did to Steffi as Deacon and Sheila reflected on Luna's veritably justified captivity time. Once Ridge and Taylor made it home to the Forrester manse, they fumed over Bill's conduct and all the pain he was causing for their family. At the Precipice house, Steffi wanted to find a way to put Luna back in captivity permanently. Now that Luna was free and calling Finn Dad, Steffi advised him not to open himself up to her the way he'd with Sheila. Steffi claimed Finn could have a relationship with Luna and hoped he understood that. Once Steffi circled back to her thing of putting Luna back behind bars, she pushed Finn to make sure Luna returned to captivity for good. Steffi was adamant about Luna demanding to be locked up for life, but Finn looked a bit torn as he hugged her. Finn's pull to his bio son will remain awfully strong, so Luna will inescapably take advantage of that. That just don't make sense with the current plot. That, and it seems like Steffi Forrester is having a hard time connecting the blotches together with many effects. Keep reading below for everything you need to know. As numerous B&B suckers are apprehensive of, Luna is presently serving her house arrest at Bill Spencer's manse. She managed to get out of jail despite the fact that she boggled 2 people last summer. But that doesn't feel to be the biggest issue then in this fictional city of Los Angeles. Rather, Steffi managed to confuse a lot of people when she suggested that someone call the police on Luna indeed though she's on house arrest. Does that indeed make any sense? As our pious compendiums can imagine, the internet clearly had a lot to say about the matter. Some indeed reflected with, flashback the occasion lately when Finn was explaining he was Luna's father and Steffi no way put anything together? She's not exactly smart. Calling the police on her is stupid. She formerly on house arrest the Bobbies. Can't do anything to her. And also there was this comment as well, this Luna house arrest rather of being in captivity may be the only thing I've ever agreed with Steffi on. Gee, perhaps this plot is part of the big plan to set the Menendez sisters free, let out of captivity for boggling both parents. That's Steffi entitlement syndrome. It's a horrible complaint that leads its victims to feel entitled to whatever they want. Unfortunately, there's no given treatment for this family-destroying illness.